Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on my skin to talk about some NFL news. I'm actually using a different account, ML Football on Twitter. Let's get around to it. So Drew J. Rosenhaus on the Pat McAfee show said, I called the outside of the top 10 teams that wanted to bring in Jalen Carter for a visit and asked if they were going to trade up. Says Carter's agent. That's his agent on the Pat McAfee show. Once they said no, I canceled the visit because the top 10 teams have told me that they're taking Jalen if he's there. So they called the outside top 10 teams, apparently his agent, to see if they were going to trade up, and they basically says no. So once they said no, he canceled all the visits because top 10 teams have told him they're going to take Jalen Carter if he's there with that pick. Might need to humble a little bit. I can see this age horribly wrong. Might need to be a little bit humble here. This Jalen Carter might need to be a little bit humble, and his agent. They might need to be a little bit humble. But I think if he's going in the top 10, so I don't think anybody outside the top 10 is going to trade up for Jalen Carter. I mean, I don't think they will, basically, because he's called the outside top 10 and top 10 teams, and they basically said no, so he's going to go in the top 10. NFL super agent Drew Rosenhaus on the Pat McAfee show also said the Colts have made moves for Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan. That my opinion is the Colts should give up. So they've made moves for Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan, their last two quarterbacks. He said, my opinion is the Colts should give up the number 4 pick and their next year for their first next year for Lamar Jackson. I don't think it's as simple as it seems. It would probably take more than 2 first-round picks to get Lamar. The Ravens will match any offer the Colts make Lamar. However, if they offer enough, the Ravens can sign and trade him, but they would probably take more than 2 first. I think they would take more than 2 first-round picks. I think they'd want more. If I'm the Colts and this is my intention, move back and gain some picks and then try and make a trade. But I don't think it's a terrible deal. The rookie you're going to get is going to need real money eventually anyway. Lamar's established, and you've found a lot of success in later rounds for other positions, and you can always get Hendon Hooker. You can always get Hendon Hooker, or Jaron in later rounds if you want insurance. I mean, Atlanta and Washington's are the only ones that kind of make sense for me, though, for Lamar. Washington and Atlanta. But I don't think Washington's going to. I felt they're set with Sam Howell as of now. But I felt this would be a stupid idea. If they really want Lamar, they could just wait till the draft and not give up a top 5 pick. I mean, that's just my opinion, though. So, per Waller's agent, Drew J. Rosenhaus, who was on the Pat McAfee show, said some very interesting stuff on the Pat McAfee show. The Raiders were in negotiations last year to trade Pro Bowl tight end Darren Waller to the hashtag Packers and the hashtag Dolphins, per his agent. Once they shopped Darren, he was always open to being moved, and he's excited to join the Giants. Drew J. Rosenhaus on the Pat McAfee show. So, they were in negotiations actually to trade him last year to the Packers or the Dolphins. But that didn't happen, but he got traded this offseason to the Giants, and that's a good weapon there for Daniel Jones, a good weapon for their offense, upgrade at tight end. I think it's really going to help their team. To help Daniel Jones possibly after he got that big contract extension. But the Packers, they never closed the deal. And what do you know? The Packers were in on another player before being outbidded by another team. Stop me if you've heard that before. But the Packers never closed the deal. They never closed the deal on a big-time Pro Bowl player. It's because the Raiders wanted a first and the Packers offered a second, yet they traded him to the Giants for a third. So they could have offered a second. But this is a huge L for the Packers. Given though he's hurt practically the entire season, hurt his value, it's too bad he refused to play in more games, but oh well. Some amazing news. The New York Jets star second-year rookie running back Breece Hall is expected to be ready for Week 1 per Brian Collins of the New York Post. He won't play the preseason. Is likely to spend a chunk of training camp on the Jets' active PUP list, the injured list, but should be good to go September via U Stadium. And this is really good news. He was fantastic last year before he suffered that injury. They just need to get this Rodgers deal done, and they're going to be a real problem in the AFC East. Because Breece Hall, when he gets back, dude's so legit. He was so good last year before he got injured. Super agent Drew J. Rosenhaus talked about Lamar Jackson. Basically said, if I was the agent for Lamar Jackson, because I'm confident, I wish I was the agent because I'm confident I could get a deal worked out for him. There's ways to get deals done, and I'm confident I could get a deal done with the Ravens or another team, quote, said Drew J. Rosenhaus. He's the best in the business, is Drew Rosenhaus. One of the best in the business at getting contracts, and he's with the series pitcher. He's probably the best around and would get him the best possible deal. So, I wish he was Lamar Jackson's agent because I feel like he could get him a good contract. But so the New England Patriots are, quote, absolutely intrigued by Texas superstar running back Bijan Robinson per Jeff Foe of The Athletic. They hold the 14th overall pick in the first round of the 2023 NFL Draft. I'd rather you don't draft a running back that high. I mean, I get it's Bijan Robinson. He was a superstar at Texas, but with the 14th pick, the Patriots have bigger needs than running back. They have Ramondre Stevenson. They don't need Bijan Robinson. They don't. It's just a fact. You don't draft a running back that high. So Ravens general manager says selecting a quarterback in the first round is under consideration. Poverty franchise. So trade Hollywood, don't draft a wide receiver in the entire draft, and then don't pay Lamar and draft a quarterback. Like that. Like, what quarterback you gonna get? You gonna draft Hendon Hooker in the first round? You're gonna draft another quarterback first round. Once he performs, wants more money, they won't give him a repeat. So I don't know. I don't know what quarterback they're gonna get because they don't have a high draft pick. So the Patriots have quietly shown interest in adding another blue chip back in the draft. It's actually Bijan Robinson or Alabama's Jahmyr Gibbs. So they're currently targeting those two, but they currently have James Robinson, Ramondre Stevenson, Ty Montgomery, and Pierre Strong Jr. So they've quietly shown interest in adding another running back. But are they just going to run first all-run offense? I mean, you don't even need a quarterback and say it, just running backs. They literally need anything but running backs. I mean, their defense is set, but you do need a stud corner. But Belichick clearly thinks he's running a fantasy team with super flex spots. Maybe they don't believe James Robinson, but I don't know. You don't need another running back though. Houston star wide receiver Nathaniel Tank Dale is visiting with the Tennessee Titans today, source says. When asked about Dale, one league source who spoke to NFL general managers and scouts said Dale is the best route runner of this class and is one of the best route runners coming out of college that we've seen in the past decade. And the comp NFL teams have given Dale is 6x 1K receiving yards in a season. Cowboys star wide receiver Brandon Cooks but team say Dale's a way better route runner, and he had 23 receiving red zone touchdowns over the past 2 seasons, almost double the next highest draft prospect. And he's made a strong push as early day 2 pick and likely go mid-second to early in the 3rd round. I do not really see the Cooks comparison, but the dude could get open in the phone booth for sure. But I don't see the Cooks comparison. But he's definitely really a receiver. Probably one of the best route runners. Maybe the best route runner of this class. A sleeper receiver that people haven't been talking about out of Houston. But it appears Tank Dale and Hendon Hooker are visiting the Titans today, so both of them are. Nicole Lynn is promoted to president of the Clutch Sports Group football division, they announced today. So congratulations to agent Nicole Lynn. She reps some of the best players in the league, from Eagles star quarterback Jalen Hurts to superstar pass rusher Myles Garrett, and some top picks in the draft this year. Will Anderson, Bijan Robinson, among others, so one of the best in the business. Update. Several high-ranking executives from quarterback-needy teams told Jeff Foe of The Athletic the New England Patriots never approached him with the idea of trading Mac Jones, but as Bill Belichick chases Don Shula's win record, nothing should be off the table, including an upgrade at the quarterback position. Via The Athletic NFL, owner Robert Kraft won't stand in the way of changing the financial dynamics at quarterback. So there's several high-ranking executives from quarterback-needy teams told the Patriots never approached him with the idea of trading Mac Jones. I don't think they're going to trade Mac Jones. I don't think so, but anything's possible with the Patriots right now. Arizona State University standout running back Xavier Valade has a top 30 visit with the Cincinnati Bengals. After leading the Pac-12 in touchdowns after posting 1,200 yards on the ground, he also had a 40-inch vertical and posted 22 reps on the bench at 204 pounds, also running a 4.44 40-yard dash at pro day. His agent has spoken with multiple teams following the pro day, and Tucson states that the feedback is unanimous. Xavier, how the fuck you say his name? I don't know how to say his name. I'm not part of their community. Checked every box during the workout, and the comp NFL general managers and teams have given Valade is Tampa Bay Buccaneers star Rachaad White, and he could land as a fourth round could land as early as the fourth round after a strong pro day and will continue to rise. Kid was really good at Wyoming, transferred to ASU, and after being one, if not the top running back in the Mountain West Conference at the time, and I agree with the Rachaad White comparison. He's fast as hell. He's really fucking fast. The Arizona Cardinals will have no uniforms this season. The official unveiling is expected to be in the lead-up to the draft, which will be on April 27th, so they're going to have no uniforms. Be careful, don't use a specific Pantone that your former franchise buried in the basement. The uniforms are the least of their worry right now. So, Illinois cornerback Devon Witherspoon timed in the low to mid 4.4s in his 40-yard days at his workout. So, pretty decent. Texas standout linebacker Marion Overshown had a top 30 visit with the Miami Dolphins yesterday, sources say. He has a top 30 visit playing with the Falcons as well on April 10th, and also has a top 30 visits coming up with later in the month with the Texans on the 16th and the Cardinals on the 17th per league sources. And an electric player who one NFL assistant manager said, "We'd love to get Overshown. If we don't, I can tell you this: whoever gets him will be a very happy team. He's electric on the field, shoots gaps as quick as I've seen in a long time." The anonymous GM also called DeMarvion a really smart kid. This is what James Williams could be if he would learn to be more physical. I don't know. I feel this maybe he could be a Malik Jefferson 2.0. I don't know. But maybe he'll be better than Malik Jefferson, what he was in the NFL. So QB Dorian Thompson Robinson is in the Cleveland. Met with the Cleveland Browns yesterday. The Eagles have shown interest in him as well and spoken with him since early in the process. Dorian has starter traits, huge arm, and has improved each year in college. When we look back to this draft, we could very well look to him as a steal. And he clocked in with a max velocity of 16 miles per hour at the combine, which is tied with Buffalo Bills superstar quarterback Josh Allen for the fastest any QB has thrown in history. And he also ran a 4.56 40. So I like that. He can move, he can run, he can definitely throw. The Raiders should some team will get a steal if they take him. The Bucs added 2 more assistants to their offensive staff today. They added Jordan Somerville and David Rye, an assistant quarterbacks coach and an offensive analyst for that team. So they've added 2. The Jaguars have signed offensive lineman Chandler Brewer. Jamie Robinson, a safety at FSU, has met with the Bills, Falcons, Broncos, 49ers, and Lions per sources, and he's meeting with the Raiders in the top 30 visit. He's visiting the Packers, Cardinals, and Patriots. He's going to be one of the top safeties in this draft. But yeah, that's all I'll say for this video. So until next time, peace.